I'm starting to prepare our stuff for our dill pickles. I'm getting the garlic prepared now. I got to go to the garden in a minute and get the dill.
What's in it? What's in your recipe?
It's very simple. Pickling salt, white vinegar, dill head, dill seed, which is in the head, and then dill fronds, which is right below it, and garlic. I might have said that already. And cucumbers.
Then you just make the brine.
And pour it over them after you place the pickles or the cucumbers, because they're not a pickle until they've been in the vinegar for 2 days, into the jars. We got them in the dishwasher on plates warm, keeping the jars warm, because the brine's gonna be hot. I think I gotta boil it for 2 minutes. I can't remember right now. All right, the garlic's ready. Now, my wife is gonna be working with me today, so I'm gonna try not to whine too much. But I have a tendency to whine because she likes to move stuff around when I'm using it, and I lose it, and then I'm accused of old timers.
You are old. You have enough?
Oh yeah, it's a big plenty. I was just hunting some prettier prawns. The way this stuff smells, I swear I think if you use dog kennel in a pinch, it'd do the same thing. The way it smells.
Can you cut this for me to take inside?
Oh heck, I lost my big one. Where'd it go? There it is. I had a big head just right with the seeds trying to pop out and
Can you
everything.
hand me this one? Jeez, well, wait, you back up.
I thought you was filming it.
I'm
No, I
not filming
didn't.
it.
You was holding it up here. Hold it still. I won't do it again. Here, I'm holding it. There. Ooh, look how pretty this one is.
You about cut my hand off.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
even
did.
come
Oh,
close
look
to
at the
your
pretty
hand.
caterpillar.
I know
Hey,
you.
pretty caterpillar.
Oh, there is one on it?
Yeah,
Good.
he's eating. He's
It
like,
looks
this is
fine or
yummy.
something.
Yummy, yummy.
Get out of the way so I can get the stuff. It's hot out here.
I know it is. He's so pretty.
I'm cutting all the lunch up. You hear me?
I heard you. Ooh, bee. It's a
Hell,
jungle out here, baby.
don't you take this one in. I just got all kind. It was laying on the dirt. Don't grab that knife.
Yeah, why? Because you want to hit me with it.
I'll hit you with it.
Oh, dang, man. This ain't Pirates of the Caribbean. This is jungle. Oh my gosh. Look at all the orange tomatoes. Ooh wee. Somebody got some work to do.
You gotta get this in the jar and get the brine going.
Okay, Captain Underpanties. Don't turn the electric fence on until I get out.
You gonna move what, where?
When I get out, you're going to be relocated. And it won't be in the house.
Hurry up and get in the house.
That's it. It is hot.
I done had my net now. I want the cat hole tonight. It's wet. It's Father's Day. Not to see if we can kill the old part today.
Hey, you know, people got plans.
You got plans?
Yeah, to make pickles. What are you talking about?
You're back in the garden again with flip-flops.
You're hitting me with a knife.
Didn't come where I was.
Came real
6
close. I
inches.
got it on film.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Let me go get my samurai sword if you're gonna film.
Yeah, we'd want to get that on film. What's that? Six. Wee, wee, wee. It's like it's on the ocean.
I need 12 cups of water to start with. That one's swinging back and forth between 5 and 6. I'm putting 7 in this one.
Sounds like good math.
All right, now we've got our 12 cups of water.
4 cups white vinegar.
Now we need 4 cups of white vinegar.
Repeat.
This here is 2 cups, if I remember right. 2 cups. That's on the outside.
It's tomatoes. Imagine that.
That's 2. That's 2 more makes 4. All right. Now my next step, 4 cups, I need 12 cups of water.
You got that.
2/3 cups of pickling salt. That's a half. Where am I looking? I don't want to guess at it. That's what I'll be doing. Where my little one at? There it is.
It's probably wet. You don't want to put salt in it.
Said 2/3, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's just under 3/4 of a cup. Got it. Just under 3/4 of a cup. So in hillbilly math, that's a 1/2 cup and then a little more.
Like a pinch.
More than a pinch. You're breaking it down in thirds. There's a 1/2. That's a 1/4 of a 1/2. So we put 1/3 of that back, and there you go.
That looks perfect.
That was. I learned that from Justin Wilson watching him cook.
Back in the day.
Uh-huh. All right, now. All right, we've done the 2/3 cups of pickling salt. Now we need 16 cloves of garlic peeled in half. Got that ready. 8 sprigs fresh dill weed. Got plenty of that. 8 heads fresh dill weed. Okay, the heads, got plenty of that. All right. Washed the cucumbers. We did that. We did the cold water. Okay. In a large pot over an oven on medium-high heat, combine the vinegar, water, and pickling salt. Bring the brine to a rapid boil. In each jar, place 2 halves. That's too far ahead. We just need to get this boiling.
Got that right.
At half heat. All right, put the vinegar over here.
I don't want to watch this pot boil, so we'll come back in a minute. What you got there?
All right. My wife read on the internet how to keep avocados fresh, and it's suspending them in water.
For weeks at a time.
For weeks and weeks at a time. As you can see, these are not flimsy at all. They would snap, but I don't. That's a really pretty pickle one. I don't want to snap him.
Yeah.
So we have tried all different things, wrapping them, saran wrap, putting them on, reading on the internet, putting them in the corner, drying them off. That crap don't work. This works. This works really good. All right, we've got them.
Those been in there about 2 weeks.
Some of them's been in there a month.
Really?
Yeah.
They look fresh.
Yeah, and they smell good and they snap. I'll try. I was finding. Here's a little crooked one.
No. Don't.
Just to. Did you hear it?
Oh yeah.
It snapped.
Do it again.
I can't. It's too short right. Well, anyway, y'all might want to really watch this video because we're doing 3 things at one time. There's a canner going outside, so if you hear a big old kaboom, there's a 2,000-gallon LP tank next to it. So
And what it's
this might be our last video.
I doubt it.
All right, our jars are ready. Now, if you will help me, oh, my glasses steamed up there. I need, how many? You tell me on the recipe. I'm putting these in here right now. Oh,
How many jars?
By accident. How much? I'm gonna do garlic first.
Okay, 8 16 cloves of garlic. Okay.
Each jar.
To place 2 half cloves, so that'd be a whole clove of garlic.
Okay. 2 half cloves in each jar. All right.
And this is water bath.
Yeah, this is water bath. That's all you do with pickles, relishes, bell peppers, stuff like that. Any type of relish. Vinegar. I think even the cabbage relishes, that's all we ever did.
I've never done
was a hot water bath.
I've never done cabbage relish.
We didn't put none in that other relish over there at the White House. All right. Now, what's next in there? Tell me. I've got to clip it and put it. We got water boiling.
That's fine. Just calm down. 8 sprigs of, oh, that's for the whole thing. 1 sprig of dill and 1 head of dill.
1 sprig of dill and 1 head of dill.
Mm-hmm. Then you add enough cucumbers to fill the jar, and then you're going to add 2 more garlic halves and 1 sprig of dill.
Okay.
So you're covering it from top to bottom.
All right. Will you stir our mixture, please? Right, now heads of dill, 1 each of them too.
It just says 2 head cloves of garlic, half cloves of garlic, 1 head of dill, then enough cucumbers to fill the jar. Then add 2 more garlic halves and 1 sprig of dill.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to do the dill
a second time, but not the heads. But only 1 head then.
Pack them pickles. Pickle packer.
Oh, my finger scratched the hide. That's good.
Is there a good way to pack pickles in a pickle jar?
Try to stand them up and lay them on their sides, what I remember from doing it before.
So it's actually good to have some different sizes where you can
put them in there. Yep, because see that.
This one looks too big for
that
dill
is.
pickle.
That needs to be cut up meat.
Putting the chickens. Oh,
that'll be good to
it's
eat.
gone.
Okay.
It's over with. Let it go.
Little pickle right there.
Oh, that's cute.
Little pickle right there.
Nice.
All right.
That's going to taste good.
All right.
You also have to wait, according to this recipe, store it for 8 weeks before eating, so all the flavors marinate in it. The pickles will keep up to 2 years if stored in a cool, dry place. I kind of feel like they last longer, but that's just my opinion. What about you?
They won't last that long if they're good. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that one has 1 beard whisker.
Nothing like putting a little bit of yourself into your work.
That's true. Now, it took my wife and daughter picking these, and we have 16 hill of cucumber. It took them a month to get this many pickles. So this is not something I'd recommend and say, hey, you can save money doing this, because at Sam's they sell dill pickles $5.49 for a gallon.
Yeah, and you get the nice gallon jar to store sugar or something in.
But it's still fun for people that like to do it like me and my wife. It gives us something to do together.
And you can give it away to your parents because they enjoy your fresh homemade stuff.
They'd be the only ones that get it.
Well, I'm sure.
Oh, look at him.
I'm sure even if you don't share, they'll share with somebody if they ask for some pickles.
Probably my sister. My wife has located our plate that goes in the bottom with the holes in it. It's very important to do that. If not, the glass jars will break on the bottom.
Put the lip down so that the jars won't be on there. This is just a regular pot that we already had that the jars fit in. You can have 1 inch of water over the top of the jars. It's a water bath.
Yes.
Those are
That's what
nice.
you told me. I'm agreeing.
That's good. You got a big gap in here. That might need to be taken care of.
Good luck with that.
Okie doke. No, seriously. That's over half the jar.
Seriously, good luck with that. Take them back out and repack them. I'm serious as I can be. I'll be glad to watch you do it. I ain't had no luck with it. I done unpacked that one twice. So I used up.
So you're saying you need a woman to do it for you?
No, I'm saying I can't even get 2 of these pickles in here. I'm getting 2 pickles to the jar of them biggins. That's it. Now, which one do you want to read?
And there's what happens when a woman takes care of the jar.
Well, here, woman, I'll hold the camera.
No.
And you come pack these big pickles. I couldn't get but 2 in the jar.
I could do 2 things at once.
All right. Now.
Why don't you slice these open and make this one jar?
I don't want
since
pickle spears, but if that's
for one jar, because
Okay.
otherwise you have no choice, because you need a woman to come up with a good idea.
Because you can't get more than 2 pickles in there either.
Not without slicing, and I don't think it'll hurt to have one jar of
Where's
spears.
my good little
Knife.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking for a word?
I just used it. It got clean.
I don't think it would hurt. And then you don't waste your big pickles. Problem solved.
You want it quartered like this?
I would. So that way you can get more no loss on your cucumber and get more pickles in there. Do it sideways. Pack it.
Every one of them you ever do this way, do not expect these to stay crisp unless when it's cooled down, you put it directly in the refrigerator and keep it there for 8 weeks to eat it. These will not be crisp. If you break that skin.
We'll check back. That's your prediction.
No, that's the truth, because every one of them that's crispy in the grocery store, that's dill pickle spears, are in the refrigerated section.
Well, we'll keep this jar in the refrigerator. Then we don't lose any cucumbers or space in our jars.
That's enough.
Okay.
I don't think I can get this one in there and try it. But seeing as how she did that, I'm going to do this. There. I've used up all the pretty ones. I'm good, happy with that. I've got to put a dill head, not another. Is it the sprigs or the head that I put in again? You know what? It's pretty. I'm gonna put both.
More the merrier. I'd put some more of those seed parts on there too.
Yeah, well, I know you would. You love seed. It's pretty.
Hey, that's where a lot of dill flavor's at.
Yep.
Doesn't hurt.
Not at all.
It's not like it's gonna mess up the recipe.
No. Alright, we need to get that to a rapid boil. Turn that other one's getting hot good.
Yeah, they're both on high.
Well, she said, the recipe said don't turn it over medium heat.
Oh.
So to get it to boil quicker on medium heat, it needs a lid.
What you doing now?
I'm wiping the lids with some vinegar.
Yay. Little Sprig's trying to jump out.
Yep. This is a lot of work for just a few jars of pickles.
I say go to your local box store and get a big jar.
Yep.
Then you have the nice jar afterwards to store stuff in. But it has been fun watching the cucumbers grow.
And die.
We have,
and the leaves fall off.
we haven't.
Early blight.
I don't think we've ever grown cucumbers together. I think we've.
Yeah, we did. We did. They did the same thing because they didn't come up because of rain. It rained too much in the spring of the year, and they come up and then fell off, and then we replanted, and then it's 100-degree days, and then humidity 90%.
Yeah.
100 heat index.
Feels like an oven with a shower on.
Yep.
A hot shower. Well.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I think it turned out pretty so far.
Yep. And I know the girls are relieved because I won't be asking them to pick cucumbers every day.
You're not gonna let any more grow just to eat in salads and
Y'all
stuff?
can. I just ain't gonna ask you when you want one. Go
You don't
find
want
it.
one?
I don't eat cucumber, and you know why.
Mm-hmm. Let's watch this pot boil later.
We got a rapid boil now. We're ready to start. All right, this goes against everything we've ever been told in Ball Canyon. You do not place a hot substance in a cold jar. Well, the jar was warm, but the pickles has been in the refrigerator for over a month. So you tell me.
Cucumbers.
Well, yeah, they were cucumbers. They fit to be a pickle, hopefully.
Hopefully. I'm sure they'll be good. We used this recipe once, what, 15 years ago?
At least. We was in the White House.
They were good then.
They were very good.
You put the garlic back on top like it said. Some
Yep.
of them fell to the bottom, so I don't
Yeah.
think it really matters.
No.
Put them all in there just over the 8 weeks that they're sitting on the shelf marinating. I'm sure you'll get the flavor through all of it. At least we haven't heard a jar crack.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yep. There's so much space in between my cucumbers because they're so big.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I got enough juice. Might need to add a little in a minute, I'll tell you. All right. If you will back up a minute.
Careful. You are the dangers.
Now I can smell that dill
Mm-hmm.
getting hit by that hot water.
Are you gonna have enough, Brian?
I don't know.
Maybe a good idea to make a little extra next time.
Well, I know how to do that. I'll just add a little vinegar to it if I need it. But it looks like it's gonna be
perfect.
almost just right.
It is perfect with a little leftover.
Uh,
Oh, go up a little bit more on this side. It's
Yeah,
not quite
got-
so wet.
I got to add a little in a few of them to get my 1 inch mark. That needs a little bit.
That one right there.
What the one I was coming up on?
Right there. From here I can see. Yep. Perfect.
This
This
pickle
one.
ain't cover. This one ain't.
It looks like the amount come out perfectly though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Everybody look happy?
Yep.
It's gonna take a little bit. All right.
You already wiped the jar lids down, didn't you?
Yeah, and if I spilled anything on it, it was vinegar, so I think we good.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh yeah, it'll be an inch above them.
How many is that now?
4, 5.
So 8.
It won't hold but this right here. That's all it'll hold. That's it. That's all it'll hold.
Yeah.
All right, I get.
Put the lid on it.
Yeah, get the brine and pour it out. Put the hot water in it, can that one. Water bath that one, you got
Yeah, no, we don't, that's not gonna work.
Why?
Because we don't have a thing to put down in the bottom of the box.
We have one jar too many that wouldn't fit in it, so I've had to come up with a way of putting it in there without it sitting on the bottom. So I took a cereal bowl, set it down. Huh?
It's Corelware. So.
Corelware, set it down, put the jar inside it, filled it up with hot water, everything's starting to boil. We've pulled the big one off now. It needs set for 10-15 minutes with lid on it till it cools down.
The big one?
The big one, enough until I can pull the jars out. Then my wife will cut the fan off to keep any draft off of it so as not to put the jars in too much shock. Well, we pulled all the pickles out of the boiling water. One's popped now, see? They turned out real pretty. We'll wait 8 weeks and chew on one and tell you how it went. Thank y'all for watching. Happy Father's Day.